You have also said things like feminism seeks to transform women from first-rate women into second-rate men. The very fact that women wear leggings tells you that's something the female body is meant to attract. Feminism has created this generation of women who think they matter because they're women, who think their ideas matter because they're women. You've also said, whenever women speak to me, I pretend to listen, then I pretend that they make sense. You've also said...
Wait. You threw in a joke there. Hold on. I was with you up until that one. I think that one was a joke, yeah.
You can expunge that from the record. You have said, I have no idea what these people are. I have no idea what a queer femme is. And finally, I'm anti-feminist.
Yes, all those things are true, and I said all of them.
Since we're on the topic of fake news and extension, misrepresentation, one-sidedness, unwillingness to expand one's worldview, what feminist philosophers and feminist writers have you read that you believe makes you a proper authority, a knowledgeable authority to represent and report on something as complicated as feminism?
Well, unfortunately for you, I've actually read everything, so that's not gonna help you. But I'm not even going to go there because I don't think you have to read feminist philosophy to see feminism in action, right? It's a political movement. You see feminism in action. There are a lot of people who say things that make sense on the page that when you put them in operation. I am an anti-feminist. And let me tell you why I'm an anti-feminist. It seems to me that feminism, instead of saying, I believe completely in the free and complete rights of all people, no matter what their sex, no matter which of the two sexes they are, all right? That's what I believe. All right, I believe that men and women have rights and they should have, free exercise to make any choice they want. What I don't agree with is the idea that somehow male values are the right values and women who have a different set of values, which have traditionally and I think rightly been called female values, are somehow less than their male counterparts. So people who are told, oh, if you make a home for people, which to me is the greatest gift you can give anybody, right? I mean, as somebody who has had a home made for him, it is the greatest thing in my life. If you give life to somebody, if you nurture that person with your body and with your time and you put aside your career, that somehow you've done something secondary to a guy who goes out and sells widgets at a widget factory and makes a lot of money. That to me is what feminists have essentially maneuvered themselves into, and I disagree with them completely. I think that one of the great joys of life is that there are men and women. I think that this is one of the blisses of life, and they've made it a problem. Now, listen, you can go back in history, and there was some point, probably around the 60s, 70s, when I would have agreed with them, when I did agree with them. But they have gone beyond that. They have gone beyond that to a point where I think they are anti-male, but they're anti-male, but they're also anti-female. They're anti the values that most women hold and the things that most women feel are important. And I find that to be absurd. So you just read off a bunch of quotes, which I think you got from Media Matters, because they're after me all the time, right?
I try to look at your direct videos to make sure they were in context.
But I agree with all those quotes. I stand by every single one of them because not because I don't want, listen, if a woman says to me, hey, I want to be an astronaut, my feeling is, hey, be an astronaut. What difference does it make to me? I've got the greatest wife in the world. I don't care what you do. I'm not going out with any other women. That's it for me, okay? So I'm good. Please make the choices that you want, but don't let people tell you that your secret dreams, your deepest dreams, are somehow invalid because they don't serve their political purposes. That is my problem with feminism as a political movement, okay? And if we had time and you wanted to discuss certain philosophers, I would tear them apart because most of them are talking nonsense. However, what really bothers me, well,
because that was the question, who have you read, not what is feminism, who have you read?
Who haven't I read? I mean, who was the woman, Simone de Beauvoir, who said, one of the founding philosophers of feminism, you would agree, right? Yeah. She said that women should not be allowed to stay home and raise children because too many of them would make that choice. And I have a two-word answer to that, which I won't tell you. Anyway, that's look, So anyway, I mean, I think we have to agree that the attacks on men. Remember, attacks on men are also attacks on little boys. Okay, when you talk about toxic masculinity, that's somebody's son you're talking about, right? And by the way, there's all kinds of toxic people in the world. Everybody, we're all broken people. We all fall short of the glory of God. So nobody has a lock on being a creep. Okay, nobody. I mean, I've known all kinds of creeps of every color, every sex, everything you can be. They're creeps. Okay, but to say that people are, call people toxic because they're male, it's disgusting. It's a disgusting way to talk to people, and it's a disgusting way to talk to half the human race. And look, if I heard people saying that stuff about women, and I sometimes have, I've told them the same.